Hello, 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 wherever you are on our soothing planet called Earth. I wish you a entertaining day, evening, or night, wherever you are located. My discussion on my comic book channel, Fantastic Fantasies, is about a historic event in comic book that occurred several years ago. I believe this particular event happened in 2013. But if I make a mistake with the year, somebody can leave it in my comments section. My title or my content is about Superman's fall from grace. Now, if you are interested in hearing more about Superman's fall from grace, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to join the channel to hear further comments or my insights about comic book characters, hero and villain, please subscribe. Now back to my topic. I'm going to be talking about the legendary Superman, fall from grace. But here's the caveat. It's not the Superman in the main DC continuity. Unlike Marvel, who give its universal classification like Earth 616, I don't think DC does that. I think they call it Earth 1, Earth 2. But hey, they don't give the whole universe a particular classification. I want to be talking about the Injustice series Superman's fall from grace. At the time, like you all, I love that story of seeing how Superman fell from grace and basically took over the planet Earth, vanquishing all other villains, whether they were superpowered or non-superpowered. Superman got rid of all of them. Batman in that universe was his primary antagonist. He did everything he could to try to dethrone the tyrannical Superman. But all of a sudden, a few days ago, I was thinking, in that Injustice series, the Joker poisoned Superman by giving him some type of toxin that produced a hallucinatory effect in Superman. But I was thinking, wait a minute, come on. Superman, how in the world can a normal man cause hallucinations in Superman? I can see if he had mental powers to do it, but Joker don't have no mental powers. Like the individual who I knew in the 1980s, I forgot his name. He was one of Superman's primary enemies, and he had mental powers, and usually he vexed Superman with his mental powers. He's I think it was that green supervillain. I can't say his name. The guy who controlled technology. While I'm producing my little YouTube video, I can't think. Oh, it was Brainiac. In the 1980s, the Brainiac character, he was a regular human who acquired mental telepathy powers, who mind controlled Superman. Joker can't do that. All he did was give Superman a hallucinogenic drug. Now, how is Joker able to do something like that? Because we know, good people, Superman is immune to every form of substance on Earth. Everything he's immune to. I don't care how smart you are. From what I know of Lex Luthor, Luthor is one of the primary characters in DC Universe who does have detailed description of the Kryptonian genome. And on top of that, from what I read of the Superman in the 1980s when I was reading about him, a normal human being could not decipher Kryptonian DNA. So if a human cannot decipher Kryptonian DNA based on a Superman in the 1980s up until 52, and I'm guessing that now Superman is in 52 is the same Superman who was reinvented in the 1980s, whose DNA cannot be deciphered. Lex Luthor, who has extensive knowledge on the Kryptonian biology, never was able, to my knowledge, to produce a hallucinatory effect in Superman. So how in the world could Joker do it? Joker is not Bruce Wayne. He does not have a $1 billion budget. Joker is not Lex Luthor, who has one of that Earth's most distinguished minds. And from what I know of Joker and Luthor, from what I know of those two, they never seem to be buddy sharing information on how to subdue their particular enemies. They don't exchange email with each other, as it will. So how can Joker cause that effect in Superman? How could Joker mix up Superman's super senses? How can he do that? Superman is immune to alcohol. He's immune to cocaine. He's immune to heroin. He's immune to every form of toxin on the planet Earth. So how can the Joker produce that effect in him? How can he do it? And then on top of that, Superman had those super senses. He had super senses. He's very intelligent. If the Joker was able to affect him and make him think Lois Lane was Doomsday, if he did that, couldn't Superman detect Lois Lane's heartbeat with his enhanced hearing? Couldn't he? Couldn't Superman smell the scent of Lois Lane, regardless of what kind of image was thrown in his face? Because Lois Lane was his wife. That was his wife. The Doomsday hallucinatory effect was just visual. It was visual. I did not read in that book that the enemy smelled like Doomsday. Plus, Lois Lane is Superman's wife. He's been married to her for at least 5 years in the comic book universe. So he should know her scent. He should know her heartbeat like the back of his hand. But no, us being dumb, stupid comic book fans, we fell hook, line, and sinker to that sorry reasoning of Superman being given a hallucinatory drug by the Joker. Okay, he can use that same effect on Batman. He can do that. It will work. And then here's the catcher, my good people. When Joker subjected Superman to that drug, Joker was still in the room with Superman. He was still in the room. If that drug was powerful enough to affect a Kryptonian who's supposed to be vastly superior than a human being, why in the name of heaven did not that drug affect Joker? Remember, Joker is not no daggone Lex Luthor. If he make the drug, it should affect him too. If the drug was that strong, it should have killed Joker on the spot. If Superman gonna be seeing Doomsday, Joker should have been gone out of his, he's already insane. He should have become more insane. And then the drug, Superman, he's not afraid of much. Superman does not have no cowardly fear of Doomsday. He respects Doomsday power, but he's not cringing on his knees begging Doomsday to spare him. So why did he have to see Doomsday? That was the comic people, they like to take a dummy. Like they take us for dummies. They gave Superman a drug by the Joker, who's no inventor. He's no genius. He only used his stupid drugs on regular humans to knock them out or make them go insane. So that's it. Basically, my good friends, I'm not going to go on and on. I just don't see the reasoning of how Joker's simple drugs could affect a Kryptonian. Not just Superman. Ignore the name Superman. He made that drug to affect a Kryptonian. That drug should have had an effect on all Kryptonians. And Joker made the drug. That drug, if it was real, should have been worth billions of dollars. Billions. Because it could have been used on any Kryptonian. And then, to top it off, the only way Superman knew it was Lois Lane when he, quote, calmed down. When he, quote, calmed down, he heard the heartbeat of Lois Lane. He, quote, heard the heartbeat of his unborn child. He should, see, like I said, they took us for dummies. Because Superman, he's been a hero for decades. He's not no newborn superhero. His other super senses should have kicked in. His sense of smell, to smell his wife. His sense of hearing, to hear his wife's heartbeat. And his baby's heartbeat. So I'm going to leave it at that, my good people. You leave your comments about what you think of that DC injustice. It was taking advantage of us, treating us like dummies. If you like my comment, give me a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe to, again, hear about anything I like to talk about, comic book wise, I'll primarily be DC and Marvel comics. Subscribe. Until the next time, wonderful, good people, peace.